Hi everyone, we're back and we're here to talk Game Pass, Xbox's thing where they fly a helicopter with an underslung net full of games over your house, and then they release the games and the games all fall onto you and onto your unsuspecting face, and you stagger bruised and confused around your front garden until you finally slump.
I paid pounds a month for this?
Yeah, you slump to your knees and you say there's got to be a better way. Well, there is, friends. We're here to help you decide what is good and what's worth downloading from the Game Pass library by telling you about all the good stuff that came out this month and a little look ahead to the confirmed games for next month. So let's go. Hitting Game Pass on July the 5th were 3 full entries in Sega's beloved bonkers crime series Yakuza, featuring prequel Yakuza 0 and the Kiwami remakes of Yakuza 1 and 2. Each tells an epic tale of the Tokyo and Osaka underworld with crunchy combat, wacky sub-stories and bizarre minigames.
Would any of these games be a perfect entry point to the Yakuza series, in your opinion, Andy, as a Yakuza liker?
Yes, Luke, they would. I would.
Well, moving on to
I would recommend starting with Yakuza 0. It's the prequel. It's set in the sort of late 80s, early 90s, I think, and sort of introduces the characters. You don't have to have played any of the previous games to get into the story, obviously, because it's a prequel, but it also has 2 playable characters, Kiryu and Majima. It's got a brilliant story, it's got some really bizarre kind of mini games, and it's got a bunch of sub-stories where you run around town doing like favours for weirdos.
Nice.
It's more of a beat-em-up than anything else really. You spend a lot of the time fighting, but the fighting system is really, really good. It's
super satisfying.
Yep,
very bombastic.
Very fluid, lots of weapons, and you get heat. You build up like a heat bar as you're fighting, and you get to use these heat actions, which are like cool cinematic environmental takedowns. So it's just really good games.
And if you've got Game Pass, you've already paid for it. Think about it that way.
Yeah.
So you're robbing yourself if you don't download it.
Exactly. Download Yakuza 0, give it a go. Head to the karaoke booth in the game and do 24-hour Cinderella as Majima. You'll thank me later. Release the pressure with PowerWash Simulator. Wash away your worries with the soothing sounds of high-pressure water. Fire up your power washer and blast away every speck of dirt and grime you can find, all with the simple satisfaction of power washing to a sparkling finish. So that's PowerWash Simulator that hit Game Pass on July the 14th.
Yeah, that's good.
You a fan of power washing? Have you ever power washed anything?
Yeah, I've power washed a patio. I've power washed a patio for real.
Wow.
Done it. And I was just consumed the whole way through by thinking, if only I could do this virtually.
Yeah.
If only I could do this and be scored on it. I suppose I was scored on it by my parents, who said, "You haven't done a great job."
We're halving your pay. What I think is
half of nothing?
What I think is good about this versus real power washing is, if I were to ever really power wash, the whole time I would be thinking, what would happen if I put my hand in the beam?
Oh well, look,
and I know what would happen.
Your hand would fly off.
All the skin would
punch cleanly through.
Yeah, I would have a skeleton hand. Whereas it would slough the skin right off your body.
If it was that powerful and you were my parents, would you have given me one?
If I wanted you out of the way. Jane and I did a stream of this. It is, as they claim, very relaxing. It's nice you've got like a dirty doghouse or shed or something.
Yeah.
And you just go in nice lines until it's all clean.
Yeah, I think.
And then it flashes so you know it's done.
If you find that soothing, then this is absolutely going to soothe you.
Yeah, but also there'll be like one speck of dirt somewhere in the garden and you'll be like... Hunted and alone, a boy finds himself drawn into the centre of a dark project. Inside is a dark, narrative-driven platformer combining intense action with challenging puzzles. It has been critically acclaimed for its moody art style, ambient soundtrack, and unsettling atmosphere. You ever play Inside?
Yeah, well, Inside is just brilliant. What's more to say, except now it's for free if you have Game Pass. Mm-hmm. So you know, absolutely the excuses end here.
Yep.
It's time to play Inside or replay Inside.
It's this sort of the follow-up to Limbo, the folks who made Limbo. It's like a side-scrolling platformer, really, but it's more a sort of a mood piece about a horrible dystopian society.
But don't let words like platformer and mood piece put you off, because it is actually, you know, fun and satisfying to play, and it just clips along, and it's
and the little boy dies in horrible ways a lot. He does a lot. Yeah. It's quite scary.
It is quite funny.
But really, really good. If you haven't played Inside, definitely check it out. Next up is Garden Story. Embark on a wholesome adventure to save the grove, forage resources, combat the invasive rot, and restore the community. Relax and enjoy the fruits of your labour in this charming action RPG starring a grape. Were you expecting those last 3 words?
Those last 3 words.
Well, get on board. It's Garden Story.
Good.
Yeah. It looks like sort of Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley. It's got that sort of farming sim aesthetic, but it's actually an RPG.
Right, okay.
So it's got a quest system. Yeah, I guess that's kind of similar to Stardew Valley. There are like 2 or 3 daily quests that you undertake as a grape. So you're either going around fighting monsters or fixing things or collecting resources, and then you come back and you level up and you've got different things that you can level up in, and then you explore the world and you save the grove from this invasive rot thing. It looks extremely cute.
That's nice. Sounds gentle.
Yeah.
Is it gentle and possibly
it's
quite satisfying?
Probably quite twee, but it looks really nice. And you do play as a grape, and how many games can say that?
How many games can boast that? Well, increasingly many, I think, over the next few years.
Well, once they see all the
you
Doshola, the Garden Story guys.
2023, every game's going to have a grape in it.
Year of the grape. Hey, Watch Dogs 2. Welcome to San Francisco. Play as Marcus, a brilliant young hacker, and join the most notorious hacker group, DedSec. Your objective? Execute the biggest hack of history.
Ooh. Okay, the biggest hack of history.
Yeah, bigger even than the second biggest hack, of which...
The only one I can think of is the one from... Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking of, and not the movie Hackers, where they hack the Gibson.
Yeah, I've not seen Hackers, so I don't know what...
Have you not seen Hackers?
I don't know what a Gibson is.
Stop the video.
I said I'm not interested. It's about hacking.
No, it isn't. Okay, anyone who's seen Hackers will tell you that it's not about hacking.
I'm in.
It's about rollerblading and outfits, and if people watching at home...
Luke. Oh my God. I'm in.
You're making yourself look a real fool, Andy, because Hackers is so good and so much fun.
All right, fine, I'll watch Hackers. But we're here to talk about Watch Dogs 2.
We'll watch Hackers, because I want to watch Andy watch it, and I also want to verify for sure that he's seen it and hasn't just read a Wikipedia summary, because the Wikipedia summary is not going to get across the vibe, and it's all about the vibe. Am I right, James?
This is Avatar all over again.
Absolutely.
It is not Avatar all over again. This time I mean it. Anyway, Watch Dogs 2.
Watch Dogs 2, did you play it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I played it. It has quite a lot of that Hackers energy. Yeah, it's an enjoyable game. It's obviously not the most recent Watch Dogs now, because there is a Watch Dogs 3. So if you are
That's the one saying Bloody London, isn't it?
Bloody London. So if you are desperate to play the most cutting edge Watch Dogs, you'll have to take your money elsewhere, I suppose.
Watch it, you bloody slags.
You bloody dog.
I also bollocks you.
Watch Dogs.
That's what.
It's diabolical.
Bloody diabolical. Some highlights there from July, but we have a few confirmed games for August.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to hear about them?
Yeah.
Too bad, I'm doing it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Turbo Golf Racing is an arcade-style sports racing game for up to 8 players online. Slam into oversized golf balls and race your friends in an explosive dash to the finish flag. Yeah, when I said golf, you probably didn't think this was a driving game, did you? But it is.
Well, I mean,
Check
fool
your
on me,
preconceptions at the door.
for assuming, because you make an ass out of you and me.
Yeah, it's basically Rocket League,
Good.
but it's also golf.
Good.
So instead of putting the ball into a football net, you're putting it
into a golf
into
hole.
a golf hole. You can see how the pitch meeting for this game went. But yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah, that's
You're going to drive your ball into the hole. There's 8 players online. It's not like a pitch like Rocket League, because it's golf. You're kind of moving across a course style thing. So it's got like secret tunnels you can take to get around the levels and stuff, and power-ups as well. So you can hit the ball further, fly faster, use unique abilities such as ground stomp, gravitate, ball, and roll.
I'll never get tired of twists on the golf format, basically. It's like you take golf, which, you know, can be a little dry and a little dull, but like any number of and boring, but any number of video game spins on it are immensely fun.
Yeah.
There are many golf games that are terrific, and yeah, I hope this is another.
Plus you can fly.
Bury the lead.
Yeah. So yeah, that's going to be hitting Game Pass on August the 4th. Build the university of your dreams with 2 Point Campus, the sim with a twist from the makers of 2 Point Hospital. Build, hire staff, and run an academic institution packed with wild courses. So this is coming on August the 9th. It's a brand new release that's going straight to Game Pass, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
This is
awesome.
this is more of Jane's thing. She was really big into 2 Point Hospital. We've played a little bit of 2 Point Campus already.
Yes.
And it's just more of the same kind of management sim. You build your school, you decide what courses you want to offer.
But 2 Point Hospital was a brilliant management sim, right?
Yeah, 2 Point Hospital was really good.
It's really good, and it's got like a fun vibe, and it's funny. If this can even touch the hem of its cloak, then it should be a good time.
Yeah, you can build a spy school, a clown college. They have night school with a K, in which students study ancient literature and learn to become medieval knights.
Nah, you needn't have said
pretty
anything
cool.
after clown college.
Okay, well,
You people have stood in my way long enough.
how about this though? It's got outside Xbox cosmetic items. You
Really?
can put up an outside Xbox
that the clown college?
poster in your dorm. No, it's for the cool students. Put up an outside Xbox poster in your dorm, or make your students look like just Jane Douglas, not any of the others, just her.
Well,
But it's
now
sort of-
you're wishing you'd played more 2 Point Hospital, aren't you?
I played so much Red Dead. Rockstar never got in touch and put me in their game. I could play that golf one. Make me into a car.
You could be your head could be one of the balls or something.
Please, I need this. Next up, Midnight Fight Express, which is hitting Game Pass on August the 23rd. A former member of the criminal underworld is lured back into the life by a mysterious drone claiming they have until sunrise to prevent a citywide criminal takeover together. The life.
The life.
The life.
Oh, life.
Oh, bollocks, yeah.
Need we say more about this game?
It's mostly a fighting game. There are like driving sequences, there are bits where you get guns and things like that. It's all the work of a solo developer.
Wow, that's
a guy
impressive.
called Jacob Zweinel. I think it's a pretty impressive achievement.
Oh, wow.
And it's all about that kind of action movie, fluid combat and stuff. In the trailer, they show like kicking chairs into people to kind of keep people at a distance and
Nice.
using like cinematic style finishing moves and things like that. If you're
John
into
Wick-esque.
yeah, exactly. If you're into beat 'em ups, I think this is probably worth checking out, and that's coming out on August the 23rd. Finally, Immortality is coming to Game Pass on August the 30th. Marissa Marcel was a film star. She made 3 movies, but none of the movies was ever released, and Marissa Marcel disappeared. An interactive trilogy from Sam Barlow, creator of Her Story. Now, we have talked about this before on the Game Pass video because it was supposed to come out in July, and then it got pushed back to the end of August for additional polish.
Okay.
But it looks really interesting. It's an FMV game.
Wow, of which there are not enough.
Yeah, like
Great.
Her Story.
Yeah.
Or Goosebumps Escape from Horrorland.
Yeah.
Probably a more apt
a
comparison.
more apt comparison that more people at home will understand and appreciate.
Yeah, but it's about you going through footage and finding, you need to like link clips together by sort of finding objects that are in several clips, and then you can be like, oh, this clip came after this one, and you have to sort of piece together what happened and try and solve the disappearance of this actress by watching 3 of her films from the past. But it sounds interesting, it sounds creepy, and it should be coming to Game Pass on August the 30th. If we're still talking about it in the September Game Pass video,
Then we will give up.
yes, then
will
we'll stop
stop.
talking about it.
We'll
But
stop
I'm still
talking
keen.
about
I'm still keen. So that was a quick look at what came out on Game Pass in July and what's coming up in August. Do you have a particular favourite from that list?
Yeah. Johnny Lee Miller, Angelina Jolie,
Not talking about hackers.
Matthew Lillard.
Don't.
Need I go on?
Yeah, no.
The reasons
you
are
needn't
stacking
go.
up.
You needn't go on.
I have nothing more to say.
My pick. I'm going to say get Yakuza 0 if you've not played it. Give it a go.
Okay.
Otherwise, Inside if you haven't played that, and then if you want a wild card, then why not Be a Grape in Garden Story?
I can't stop thinking about the golf, but the golf isn't until August, is
The
it?
golf is coming out well. I mean, maybe they're watching it. It's very early in August. Maybe they're watching it on August the 4th when it came out.
Okay.
So download it, give it a go. Thanks for watching, everyone. Do like and subscribe for more from Outside Xbox, and we'll see you next time. See you on Game Pass.